This is where we left off the mock at the end of the first episode. Got a lot of progress, but in this episode, we are definitely going to make some more big strides. We just have this basic cliff, the water started, and the general pathway kind of laid out. But let's start the next bit of progress with a little time lapse, just building up the interior. But as you'll see later in this video, some of this I actually will have to undo because we're gonna make some big changes onto this mock. A little more planning before getting started might have been beneficial, but, well, it's a little too late now. So we're just working with this and we're just gonna have to adjust as we go. The main bit of progress was just starting that cliff and adding a boulder. Here's some of the progress we were able to make, adding some of that ground detailing with like different colors of rocks. And here's the cliff that we were able to do. I'm adding this foliage here too, just to kind of cover up the dark green. I think it looks better that way. Taking this dirt line all the way along, and then it hits that light rock and it just kind of blends in naturally. I just got this bricklink order, so let's go ahead and open this. This is mostly just parts for this mock, landscape pieces, greenery, and one special item, which I'll pull out here in a second. This olive green canoe I thought would be perfect for the elven feel. I only had the brown one before, and this one just seemed to fit the elven style a little better. I wish there was a white, but there isn't, so we're going with olive green. And you can see just some more greenery and slopes, lots of just landscaping pieces. So this small bag is labeled new, and these are just lots of green plates and pieces. I guess this is just everything that the seller had new in the shop. Most of what I got was used, but these are the new pieces, so I guess he wanted to separate those out, which I guess is handy, but for me, these are all just going into my sorted pieces, so it's not gonna really matter for me. This bag has some fun things. We got some masonry, a couple different colors, lots of snot pieces, more plates, just good stuff that is nice to have. The masonry isn't necessarily for this, but I saw the seller had some, and so just wanted to pick it up and stock my inventory. This last bag is just lots of slopes pretty much. I'm not really sure why the seller bagged them up the way he did, but that's just how it came. So yeah, you can see lots of just landscaping pieces. Some tan ones are just for like sand, deserts, that kind of stuff. Okay, I thought it'd be kind of fun to go ahead and sort these out and just see what all we got, because I didn't really even remember, and this is just a nice way to do that. While sorting, I did notice that a lot of these pieces are pretty well used. I don't think that will really matter for me, but yeah, just something to know. If you don't want marks on your pieces, then get new. So this is the haul. We got these masonry pieces. Most of this is just obviously landscape and greenery for like grass and stuff, things like that. Lots of plates in different kinds of greens, lots of sand green, which is just nice for adding some detail in landscapes. One little slope, olive green, got all these light bluish gray masonry, rock pieces, water pieces, just nice pieces for detailing, and sand. These are just the best thing ever for making cliffs and rocks, so can never have enough of those, no matter what color. Lots of slopes, sand pieces, slopes, lots of green slopes, cheese tiles in some sand green, some dark tan, and just normal green. Got this boat, which is for the Lord of the Rings mock. Thought that would be perfect. Got this dark green, just one of those slopes. I think I just saw they had one, so I just decided to grab it. Rock pieces and some more just sand green stuff. Most of this stuff is definitely pretty well used. Some of it even has some chew marks. I don't know if you can see that there. So definitely used, but I think I got it all at a pretty good price, and generally we won't notice most of that stuff, so I think I'm okay with that. But there's the haul. So I got a little carried away in the meantime and went crazy with building, and not only did I add to the cliffs, but I decided to just extend the whole mock. It used to start about here, and now it goes all the way, like, I don't know, 10, 12 studs further or so. So it just wasn't enough space, so I decided to do some surgery and make it a little longer. And you can see some of this rock work that I've done, just laying some of the green grass down, making sure the path looks good and flows, deciding where some of the cliffs go. Here you can see some of the different coloring on the different rocks underneath the ground. I think I'll have a little cave or something here. Not sure what yet, but just wanted to allow for something in the future. I'm putting these holes in here and there where I plan to put trees in the future. So the way I intend to connect those, just we'll use a little Technic spot. And this is where I plan to attach one of the archways in the future, with a trail coming along here just underneath them. And you can see another one of the spots where I plan to put one of the birch trees right there. So overall, I'm really happy with how this is coming along. I was not able to do much building on camera this time. I kind of just got carried away, but I really like some of the shapes of these cliffs and rocks. So I am very excited to see this thing be finished. So here's my design that I am prototyping for some of the archways. I'm using a little bit of sand green there just to show some moss, and these brackets are placeholders. I intend to get the ones that are like half of this, where it's only one stud wide. I just don't have any yet, so that's a placeholder for now. As for the pillar itself, this is what I've come up with, again using sand green just to show that it is well worn and there's moss covering it. And we're just going to go ahead and connect this. This is basically what it's going to look like, since the other side is going to be attached to the cliff. It's just going to have one pillar. And here's another one, unfortunately running out of some colors, so orange and blue is placeholder. Before the arches, let's add an important detail, some local wildlife watching the scene. So here's the look we got going. There's going to be a pathway going underneath these, but I think this just looks great. The last pillar is going to be a ruined one, is my thought. So I didn't attach the top, and I'm expecting to put some crumbles of it on the ground underneath. But the way this is all coming together, I think is just perfect. And there's our little guy. In the next video, I'm going to be finally adding some trees and working on my new technique, my new design for that. So here's a little sneak peek of the tree base. I absolutely love this design that I came up with, but if you want to see it, you're going to have to go watch episode 3. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you guys soon.